it's Friday. I'm not doing any big things on a Friday. But you know what else loves cabbage? Slugs. Don't take any tips from me, because here I am ripping perfectly good cabbages out of the ground. So do you remember when I said it was Friday and I wasn't going to do anything too intense? Might do something a bit intense. Pigeons. Hello. Welcome back to another vlog at the allotment, another allotment vlog. Same thing. I'm Emma. This is my full-size allotment plot and a half, somewhere back there. The mess, don't look at it. In Derbyshire, in the UK, and it's a Friday afternoon. Whoa! Weekend time. If you're new and you fancy following along with our newbie allotment journey, this is the end of our first full season. So we got it in August 2023, our first full allotment plot. Took the extra half on this year, some point, can't remember when. And we've just finished. We're just wrapping up the first proper growing season. And lucky for you, if you're a newbie, I've vlogged it all. So then I'll put the playlist above so you can catch up from the beginning. Anyway, now that's all out of the way. As I said, Friday afternoon, not evening. If it was evening, it'd be dark. Quick catch up. I have been away from the plot for a little bit because work has been crazy mad mental. Basically, we've got a deadline. All my managers are off, which means I become I'm not a manager, but I'm acting like one while everyone's off, so it's all been a bit crazy mad mental. But that deadline was today. So I fixed a very important issue this morning and then tippy-tapped away, finished work early. And apparently that is the only way I get to the plot these days, if I manage to finish work early. So yeah, I've got a couple of hours before it goes dark. Oh, my arm hurts. See, I'm not used to the vlogging malarkey, my arm's aching. So I've got a couple of hours to do some allotmenting. And I'm glad I'm here because I like it here, especially after a very busy, stressful week. It's nice to, I'd say, hear nature, but all you can hear is the bypass over there. But at least there's no one around. And yeah, I was waiting. You know, last week I messed up the charging of the microphone. Well, I kind of messed up again this week, but thankfully I brought a little portable charger with me because I'm a thinker. You see, so if it ever happened again I could charge it on the go. Anyway, I've had to just wait for the thingy to charge, the microphone set up to charge, so I've been doing some stuff, some time-lapsey stuff that you didn't need to hear me for, so I'll show you what I've gotten and got on with so far. Okay, so first of all, big difference is the flower bed is gone, is no more. It has been cut down in the compost. There are loads and loads. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I said I was going to let this self-seed. So there are loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of self-seedednesses in there. Some nasturtiums, some calendula, hopefully some Californian poppies are in there as well. But we will see what comes up in that next year. But I wanted to clear that because there are some tulips and daffodils under there from last year. And they're going to be trying to pop up soon, so I don't want them to be smothered by the other flowers. So that's why I've finally cut that back, and I'll probably give this a mulch if we get our hands on any compost at some point. But otherwise I'm just going to leave it and then cosmos in that next year. That's the plan. Oh, I have also just weeded the strawberry bed a little bit because there was loads of couch grass coming up in it, so I've just pulled all that out, given that a little weed, and you can see where I've been. I pulled up the rest of the beetroot that was in here because it had gone too far, basically. I wasn't eating that, Sam's had enough of rhubarb, so I've just pulled it out. We have eaten a lot of rhubarb this year. So I don't feel bad about it. And then I've pulled out the pea structure, and I have given it a hoe over. I know it doesn't look like it, but I have hoed it over, so hopefully the weeds that are just on top will sort of die because they're disconnected from the roots now. And I've got 2 buckets there. You'll notice, this is a little tip for you. So that's the bucket of stuff I can compost. That is the pile of stuff I can't compost, like dandelions, etc. So I put the separate stuff in a burn pile, and then when Sam comes, he'll burn everything. Good tip for you there. That goes on the compost, that goes in the incinerator. So yeah, I have done a bit of weeding. That's basically it, to be honest. Today is going to just be a day of tidying up, really. I've not got any big plans. It's Friday. I'm not doing any big things on a Friday. So yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of tidying up. I might tidy up the greenhouse actually, because that's getting a bit of a mess. It's turning into the shed. And I can shut the door on the greenhouse, but it's glass, so everyone can see my messy gubbins, and I'd rather them think I'm tidy. So I can just shove all the mess in the shed instead where no one can see it. So yes, that's what we're getting on with. The new plot is looking nice and tidy now. I don't hate that so much. And getting some wood chip this week. Well, hopefully, if my lady on Facebook Marketplace pays off, I'm supposedly getting some wood chip. So that's all good stuff. So I think, actually, curveball, let's plant something. Let's never make it easy for ourselves, shall we? Bear with me, let's just come up to the greenhouse. Also, it's warm in the greenhouse. Also, do you like my cardigan? Guess what? I made it. I'm showing off all of my crochet creations in these allotment vlogs, just so you can all be nice to me and say they look good. Anyway, all that's on the weekend vlogs. I have got, let me show you actually. We have got some leftovers in here, as you can see. Leftover brassicas. What are you? Cabbage, whoops. I don't know what any of these are. However, oh, have you got bugs on? Oh, for flip's sake. Well, honestly, this is why I need to sort out the greenhouse. Right, step one of sorting out the greenhouse is getting any of these brassicas that are alive somehow planted in the ground. I'm just going to shove them wherever there's a spot to shove them. So that seems to be a whole tray of sad dry broccoli. Brilliant. Don't know what you are. Well, obviously that's a pak choy, but I don't know what any of these are. Don't know what that is, and they're all cabbage. So we'll go around the beds and we will see where brassicas have been eaten by slugs and pop a new one in. I did say I wasn't going to do this, but here we are. I've got spares and I feel sad letting them just die in the greenhouse. So we may as well get them out and about. And some of them are quite healthy, like quite healthy that. So may as well pop it out. And I can't be bothered to make any new net setup situations. So we're just going to plonk them in where we've already got stuff. Does that make sense? So like you can see there's a little gap there, a little gap in the middle section. So yeah, we'll plonk these in wherever we've got space, and then they're in then, and then I can stop worrying about them, and then I can get everything out of the greenhouse and tidy it properly. Good plan, Emma. So if we have a look in here where the brassicas go to die apparently. Oh, and the kale. Kale's done well. Yeah, if we have a look in here, you can see that I did plant cabbage. But you know what else loves cabbage? Slugs. So the cabbage has been somewhat eaten. So I've got room for replacements there. I'm trying not to be sad about it because I'm just excited for next year now. I'm trying not to think about this year too much. We'll hope next year's better. So I'm just gonna hoe. Whoops. Oh God. Oh, I've just uprooted a cabbage. Balls. Okay, well. Sort yourself out, mate. Yeah, little tip. That's not a tip, it's just common sense really, isn't it? But if you're going to be doing some work in an area like this, like I'm going to be planting stuff here, just give it a little hoe. And then any weeds, because you're in there anyway, and then any weeds that would have germinated you've hoed off. And just saves you doing a big weed. I don't know if that's, oh my God, don't take any tips from me because here I am ripping perfectly good cabbages out of the ground. Jesus Christ. If I'm a bit unhinged today, it's because I don't cope very well with stress. I'm not I don't like stress. I don't do very well with it. So, right, what am I doing? Planting spare cabbages. Let's go for it. Are you just going to get eaten by slugs? Of course you are. But then at least your nature's problem and not mine anymore. Perfectly healthy little cabbage that. I don't know why I've not planted it before. And one here. Sort of the best of a bad situation, this, isn't it? They all look a bit sad. Are you alive? Still alive, but I'm barely breathing. That'll do. Maybe the slugs won't eat you if you look sad, and they'll give you a chance. I don't know. And then we'll put another one here. Why not? Right. Perfect. Some very healthy looking cabbages in there now. We'll just see what happens. I'm not being too precious about it. I don't even really like cabbage. I only really like coleslaw. So now we're at another section of the allotment where plants have just been absolutely annihilated by slugs. That is just standard practice at this point. I don't know what these were. Cabbage, maybe. Don't know. Gone now. And I'm going to plant this mystery brassica. It's not got a label. So if it's purple sprouting broccoli, I've buggered it because that gets real big. So it's a lucky dip, little mystery. I've never got 3. All right, you can go down here then. These look quite healthy actually, surprisingly, seeing as I've just had them in the greenhouse for about 4 months. Whoops. At least you're outside now. See, the bases of those are purple, which does lead me to think is that purple sprouting broccoli. Time will tell. But at least it's in the ground now and I've not wasted it. Could be kohlrabi. Looks a bit kohlrabi-ish, that, with my limited gardening knowledge. Okay, well that's in. And then I might put another sad cabbage at the back there. See how that does. And another sad cabbage, just to see. Watch these be the best blooming cabbages I ever grow. These ones that I don't care about, and I'm just whacking in for the sake of whacking in. Honestly, that's just how gardening works, isn't it? Right, so that tray can now be emptied into the compost. They're all in, fine, good, out the greenhouse. And then we've got a whole tray of broccoli to plant out, and I've got another spot where the slugs ate everything, so I can shove them in there as well. Wonderful, thanks slugs. It's like they're doing the work for me. So do you remember when I said it was Friday and I wasn't going to do anything too intense, literally about 5 minutes ago? Might do something a bit intense. Well, engineering-y. I'm going to, basically, this is where I'm going to plant the broccoli that I've got in here, because one side of it's died. But you can see in there, very weedy. So this is where my brain went. My brain went, maybe this is ADHD talking. I thought, right, plant the broccoli in there. When to plant the broccoli in there? Oh, it's weedy, I'll give it a weed first. I'll take all the covers off. And then I thought, well, if I'm taking all the covers off, I may as well replace this horrible setup with the blue pipe setup, because I've got blue pipe now. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't really know how we got to that conclusion, but I may as well. It needs doing. I am here. It is light. It is a job that needs doing. So I'd rather have Sam here for sure, but what can you do? So yes, I'm just going to, can you see the blue pipe structure in the back? I'm just going to recreate that, basically. Got blue pipe. Let's chop it and pop it on there. As you can see, stellar job. It's like I've done that before many times, which I have. I have got a proper, well, I say proper, it's a better video than this explaining how to do that, but basically you just put blue water pipe that plumbers use. You can get it on Amazon. I will link the one I got down below. It's about 25 quid for a big roll, and they're waterproof, they don't rust, they don't rot. You just pop them on some bamboo sticks or metal canes or whatever, pop them around, put your netting on top. Bob's your uncle. And I use scaffolding netting that I got a big massive roll off on from eBay. And that's how I do it. People might do it differently, but that is how I protect brassicas. And I think I've said this before, but at this time of year I'm not protecting them from the butterflies, which is what you protect them from in summer. I'm protecting them from the pigeons. pigeons like to have a little peck. So that's what I'm doing. And once you've got your nets up, it's just easy, because then they're up and then they're covered for whatever purpose. Right, so I'm going to give this a little hoe while it's uncovered, plant those other broccoli out. There was spinach down here, but it looks like it's all been eaten, so that's good. The rest is doing all right though. The rest is growing, but yeah, desperately needs a hoe and a little replant. Yeah. Oh my god, don't kill you. Maybe I should go in with the little hoe. Maybe the big hoe is too much power. Use a little hoe. For these weeds, just an FYI, I think I can leave them just on the surface and they'll decompose. They're not like ones you need to burn or anything. I think I could technically put them in the compost as well, but I think if you just break them up when they're small, they tend to die off of their own accord. Why can I feel raindrops on my head? No. Hold off rain just for another hour, then you can rain all you want. Now, this wasn't on the list of things to do. We're going to clean out the greenhouse, aren't we? Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Faffed about too much. But I have these little shepherd's hook things, just little short ones that I got from a skip. And I've got 2 of them, and I did have them in the ground with bird feeders on. However, some problems with this. Number 1, they were low to the ground, so all the squirrels and the mouses got the bird food. Number 2, the bird food spread everywhere because all the mouses and the birds and the pigeons and whatever were scrounging. The bird food got everywhere and gave me loads of weeds. So I stopped filling up the bird feeder because I'd not solved that problem. But I think I can solve that problem. Now we've done our 3-bay compost system, I've got somewhere that I think I can hang the bird feeder just in that corner. So I'm going to try and tie this shepherd's hook to this pallet, and then hopefully that's a good height for the birds, but not for the squirrels and the pigeons and the mouse. So we will see. And I've also filled up the bird feeder, which was overdue. So we'll see. It's an experiment. That's pretty strong. Obviously, I'll replace this string at some point, but I think that's a good height for the birds now. Look at me. Oh, you can't see me. Look at me, helping nature one step at a time. I do like nature, I'm just not very good with it, and the birds freak me out sometimes. Anyway, what was I doing? Can't remember. This is my brain. We were going to clean the greenhouse, weren't we? But it's getting on a bit dark. And I think I definitely do need to harvest some greens for my rabbit, so I ought to do that as well. Greenhouse tidy will be a video on its own. Okay, we've got sidetracked today. Classic Emma. I'm tired, but I have got a lovely big basket of greens, green sprouting broccoli coming out of my ears, literally. A couple of chilies and loads of kale for Thor the rabbit. Oh, and that is today done. It has got dark so quickly. I can't believe how quickly it gets dark now. It's only 4:10 and I need to leave really because it's dusk and you're not meant to be here after dusk, so it's really reducing the amount of hours I can get down here. But oh, and also the microphone died, sorry, deal with it. But yeah, I think the plot is looking, should I show you? I think the plot is looking mighty tidy now, isn't it? It's nice and tidy. Once again, I had loads of jobs that I wanted to do, but time just runs away. I don't know where it goes, but it's not on my side. But everything's looking a bit better. I've got all this stuff out the greenhouse now, so that next time I come, I can just clear out the greenhouse. It's not so bad, to be honest. It's just let's just wait for that siren to go past. It's not so bad. It just needs all the pots taken out and washing, stuff like that. All the glass wiping down, everything like that. But yeah, this is the plot. What do you think? How's it looking? Look, this sprouting broccoli is nearly taller than me. I'm excited for purple sprouting broccoli. I think these plants have done well. And my bristles are still doing well in there. Just needs a bit of a tidy up, but again, no time today. Oh, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it was all a bit all over the place, but it's Friday and I'm stressed, and I just came outside, and anything you do at your plot is better than nothing. So we've done a few jobs that needed to be done some other jobs, fed the birds, got some greens for the bun. Important stuff. So thank you for watching another vlog. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe. It's free. Just click the little button, what you call it, and then once you've done that, you can like the vlog and leave a comment. I do try and reply to everyone's comments when I get time. As I said, I've been dead busy, so replies have been a bit slower, but we'll get back on it. I do still reply to everyone, it just might be a little bit longer. And yeah, we will see you. It's the weekend vlog starting tomorrow, so see what we got up to there. That'll be the next video out, and otherwise we'll see you in the next video. I don't know, I'm losing my brain. I'm ready for a wine, basically. That's what's happening. I'm ready for some dinner and a wine. See you next video. Bye. Love you. Bye.